So, I've taken a break from coaching this season, but my weekends are still hectic, like this day, on the mission from one place to the next. It's pretty common during footy season. The only thing that was different were the people I bump into and the places we ended up at. But check this out, sun up to sundown, judge for yourself. See what I get up to. Check this day out. Look at that. Blue. Normally I'm deep into the coaching by now, but I've decided to have a step back from the coaching this particular season and just sort of concentrate on the kids, maybe watch a little bit more footy, get my footy IQ up a little bit. Notice there's a lot of footy in some of these vlogs, eh? It's a bit of a common theme at the moment because it is that time of the year, sort of footy. But today, what I used to do with footy was I had to go coach my missus' team, and then I'd have to run down to watch our son, and then we'd have to take our daughter to her game, and it's spread all through the Gold Coast and Brisbane. And then sometimes we'd have rep footy in that afternoon. It was hectic. It was busy as. But now, because I'm not coaching, I'm still getting around to watch a few things. So I'll take you through the day, and I'll show you exactly what goes on. I'll sit over here. So I'll give you a quick lowdown. So my son goes to he got a scholarship to a private school. It's a rugby union. I'll show you around the place. It's nice. He's got to go there, and then I've got to come back. He's not playing because he's got rugby league finals. So we've got to go there. And then my daughter's also got a game as well. So there's 3 things just in one day. Have to get to 3 separate areas in one day. I always sit back and I sort of think, man, I wish I had because we had some hectic days. My wife would play at like Seabus Stadium, and then she'd play for the high level, and then I'd have to rush to the other side of Brisbane to coach my team, and she'd have to come with me. We had a lot of those sort of days. Look what we got. Flat balls, bags, cones, kicking tees, water bottles. Yeah, a lot of footy goes on in this house. A lot of footy. Trying out my new mic too. See how it goes, eh? So, this is TSS, the Southport School. Not very original, but whatever. Sits right on the canals of the Gold Coast, which I'll cruise around later. So this is their main field. This is field 1 for the rugby union. So if you don't know, or maybe you're watching from New Zealand, most of the public schools, all of the public schools actually, in Australia are rugby union. They're associated with rugby union. So my son's come across to this school and he plays rugby union. And he also plays league as well. So he alternates between the 2 sports during the season. He plays league and rugby at the same time. It's kind of I'll go for a little walk around the school, show you. It's a bit of a bit of a Harry Potter sort of setup, It's got those big cathedral-looking buildings, and it's all nicely colour coordinated. His team plays, funnily enough, Rotorua boys who are touring through Queensland. They were up there playing Nudgee last week, and this week they're playing TSS. So Rotorua boys, we'll go and watch a little bit of haka. It'll be good for these a lot of these Aussie boys. Wouldn't have faced the haka before. So it's a good opportunity for these, some of the Aussie boys to stand in front of the haka and see what it's all about. But we'll go for a little walk around the school and then head over and watch their game. Maybe catch up with a couple of the Rotorua boys. Look at that. Sitting right on the canals of the Gold Coast, their school is. What they do here too, which is a little bit different from home, is they take down all the rugby posts. So they have soccer as the first term, so all the soccer posts come up, all the rugby ones come down. And then the second term is, let's say, basketball. So everything's concentrated. And then the third term, it's all rugby union. So everything's just full rugby union. All the posts are up and it's just footy hardcore. Got a bit of a yacht club over there too. So some of the boys. When my young fella went through his, he had a knee reconstruction a couple of years back, and he was over there doing rowing. He got to do a lot of rowing, sort of really strengthened up his leg a lot. Sort of scattered around the school. I don't know if you can see that. They have houses, so a lot of borders. That's Roger's house in there. And just scattered around the school, they have all these different houses where all the boys from out of town, out of state, they come and actually live inside the school here. And they sort of get separated up into these little houses. Got the old tennis courts right there. Pretty flash school, if you ask me, pretty flash. So if you sort of head up that path, which I'm too lazy to do, they've got about 7 rugby fields just up beyond those trees there. But yeah, this is their school here. Check this out. Every time a team visits, or it's pre-season, they don't. They all sort of train and play over in this other field. But the view, I can almost guarantee a lot of the Rotorua boys probably wouldn't have experienced this type of scenery, like a rugby field sitting in this type of scenery before. It's quite unique. TSS is built on the canals of the Gold Coast. So the backdrop of the rugby field is literally canals and Gold Coast, high rises, millionaires and boats and jet skis flying up and down the canal. But yeah, check that out. Imagine having a rugby field right there. You boot the balls into the water, which is probably what would do. You know, Whakatane High School would be booting the ball so you can kick it across the creek, so you can kick it across the water there. Yeah, so it's probably why we grew up where we grew up. I think the boys are here, the Rotorua boys. Look at that. So they've got another field here, 3 fields. 1, there's 2, and 3 over there. They've got this big facility here as well. I'm a little bit early. The game doesn't start for another hour, so I might as well go for a little bit of a walk around. But like I said, you know, this is the first stop of a whole day packed full of footy. And this is what my every Saturday was like this, even more extreme than this. I'm not coaching at the moment, so I've got an opportunity to do this type of thing. Up until that point, you know, I was just rushing from here and rushing to there and then coaching here and then running off to there. This is their Annan Theatre, functions. So we're closed up at the moment. See if we can get in. Maybe I'm not even allowed in there, but oh no, she's all locked up. She's all locked up. They got their stage and it's everything they need to do happens in there. All their prize givings and all that sort of stuff. It all happens inside there. Rotorua boys. Looks like they've just arrived. That's them up over there. I won't get in too close, but there they are. Big team, big boys. Obviously a typical New Zealand team, big size. TSS are not as big. They got some big boys in the team, but they're more of a speed team, TSS. So it'll be a very interesting game. It's the boys here. Like I was talking about earlier, I've got the Rotorua boys here doing a bit of a tour. I just want to have a chat to a couple of the boys here.
Kia ora, I'm Jake Hutchings. It's pretty hot over here, eh? Yeah, pretty humid compared to back home.
Is it making it that much harder to actually play the game, or is
Yeah. Nah, it is hard. Yeah. That was hot that afternoon, yeah. Oh, I think we thought it was going to be pretty good, and it is pretty good. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely fast. They're definitely fit. Yep. Big bodies. Yeah, it is actually quite similar to our comp Super 8 back home. Yep. So, yeah, it's good. I've never seen anything like this, eh? It's pretty cool. Yep. Yeah. It's good.
Alright, bro. So what we want to try and do is kick as many balls into the
Yeah.
Can, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for your time, bro.
Thank you.
Good luck, good luck.
Obviously it's still early on, second trial, so just start to see a bit of combinations build, but at the end of the day it's still a trial match. They're all still competing for their positions, so big team, so they're going to just try and, you got to just stay in the process, and yeah.
4 months now, so it'll be good to see just everyone putting their stuff together and just it's good to see. This will be my first game watching. Yeah.
Okay, boys, thank you very much. It's two of the superstars of TSS. Is that what I can call you? Superstars? Two of the boys from TSS giving their feedback on this game today. Oh, who's that over there? I think I spotted a bit of a New Zealand MP, Rawiri Waititi. So we'll just float over, go and chat to the bro, see how he's finding the Australian weather and what else is going on in his life.
Kia ora, Rawiri Waititi. One of my boys and got a few nephews in here playing for Raukura. What an awesome experience for them, hey, to come over here to Australia. And rugby is a global game, and these boys are becoming more global citizens, I think. And you can see that rugby, and we need it to be healthy everywhere in order for it to be competitive. As you know, the All Blacks dominated for a long time there, but it's nice to see all the other countries starting to lift. South Africa, we need our Aussie brothers and sisters to lift the game back to where it was in its former glory, because it was awesome to watch. Bledisloe Cup matches weren't one-sided; they were nail biters, and it's nice to see that rugby is still strong in Australia as it is in Aotearoa. Not that I know, but I know the haka, and I did it as a young fellow myself. Go to school in Auckland, and I know it's an old haka from Te Arawa, and They bring in the mana and the pride of Aotearoa, and they carry that with them, and being proud of who we are, no matter where we are, I think is probably the most important thing. And so these boys, they've got to instill culture, instill pride, and instill mana, and know that they're not here on their own, and that they're carrying they sit on the shoulders of their ancestors and carry the weight of the many generations to follow. So, it's awesome just to be here. Awesome to have the experience. When I was growing up in a place called Whangaparao out there in the Eastern Bay, plenty, out there at the Cape, just getting to Kawerau or Galatea was a big thing for us. So these boys are travelling around, and so it's just an awesome experience for them, and I hope they grasp every opportunity and every experience that they can. I haven't seen any, and I don't bloody hope to see any either. I don't know if I could live in a country that wants to eat you. Spiders, snakes, and all sorts of other creepy, crawly things. But hey, we see those things as kaitiaki, and if one appears, then I know the kaitiaki of this country are doing their job. And, spiritually for us, and I've been meeting with a few Indigenous peoples here, and Indigenous politicians and Indigenous leaders whilst I've been here in Oz, to note that, that our kaitiaki talk to their kaitiaki, that our ancestors talk to their ancestors as we sit in today and talk with each other. And so, if one appears, I know the kaitiaki have come out to greet me.
Awesome, thank you. No, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate your time, bro. Thank you very much. Good luck, good luck. Just bumped into Mark here.
What's up? Just one of the little Fijian boys from the Rotorua school. Yeah, so I just come down to have a watch and support. Yeah, I've got the bye round this week, so I got the week off.
Oh, have you, bro?
Yeah, so I had the game last night, which was a good game, and then got the week off, so just rest, see some family.
Got some good coaching points, bro. You're on my team, so thank you for that. Thank you for that, bro.
You're welcome. But that's it. Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day, bro.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
No, it's not too bad, bro. We got a bit of a breeze today, but in terms of the game the other day, timings were sort of a little bit out for us, but we adjusted in the end, and I think the boys are just relishing the different weather. I think for us, in terms of what we wanted out of this, is just a bit of clarity in terms of some selections. We brought a few boys over that probably aren't going to make the cut, but you always have to give them an opportunity. The result's always good to win, but at the end of the day, for us, it's process. And we just sort of make sure that we're doing our structure right, and when we need to play rugby, we play rugby.
Instructs the boys, are they pretty disciplined? Are they looking around going, man, this is
the good thing about our boys, off the field, they're a good bunch of boys. They stick together, and once we're on the field, it's focus on rugby. Most definitely, it's some of our boys haven't been out of Rotorua, mate. So so it's a good eye opener, and hopefully it leads on to further opportunities for a lot of our boys, and that's part of this tour for us, is opening their eyes to what's out there. And part of our goal setting at the start of the year is for our year 13 boys is to actually, what's the next step? What are you doing after rugby? And hopefully with a few contacts over here, we might get a few boys on the plane and looking at different options.
Well, it looks like they've got the right man in the
Come on, bro. Come on, too much.
Thank you. good game. Rotorua boys come out with the win, sharp as, strong team. So from this point on, head off to my daughter's game now. So I roll back down the motorway and go and watch some junior girls footy. Oh man, the weather's taken a bit of a turn. I promise it's the same day. Crazy weather. So anyway, I've arrived at Ormo, here to watch my young girl play, under 15s, Ormo Shearers. All right, just quickly chuck on some Dolphins gears. Bloody weather, check this out. Man, it's gone from beautiful blue to grey. Here's my right hand man. Can't believe how badly the weather's changed. But anyway, this is Ormo Shearers. Got the old pub over there, and so I said this is Ormo Shearers here. Coached at this club for 7 or 8 years, I reckon, at the Ormo Shearers, from boys through to women, boys, girls, and women, everything, all of it. So we've got field 1 there, the little grandstand. Up over here, field 2. So there it is. That's the Ormo Shearers. I coached the women's team, or I was assistant coach and trainer for the women's team for a few years. Mrs. played, my young fella played here, my girl plays here now. So we've been around the Ormo Shearers Club for quite a little while. And the weather, there's the blue that we had earlier. There's the blue skies poking through, but not a lot of it at the moment. Let's go Ormo. Got a lot of memories on this field, eh, Johnny?
Yeah.
We've won a lot of games on this field.
Had a lot of scraps too.
A lot of fights on this field. Nah. All right. Ormo didn't get the win today, but they played tough and played hard. Man, the weather is crazy weather, bipolar weather. It was hosing down just before, and now check this out. Look at this. And now the sun's come out again, so the next step from here is heading down to Tweed, Burleigh. My son plays for Burleigh. There they've got the Malmaninga semi-final against Tweed. Big game, massive, huge game. So we'll head down there and watch that now. So pretty much the team they played today is the team they played in the finals last year, Tweed. They're quite stacked, Tweed. They're full of a lot of top 30 NRL players. I think they've got about 6 or 7 Origin players as well. My young fella's he made the Queensland team, and there's 4 of them in Burleigh, and Tweed have got 7. So that's, they've got quite a few more Origin level players in their team, but that doesn't mean anything. So we'll go down and see how we go. All right, we have arrived at Pigabeen, and would you believe it? Check that out. Blue skies, man. Burleigh. Got my Burleigh shirt. So obviously, like I mentioned earlier, this is the finals. Burleigh versus Tweed, semi-final actually. My young fella playing for Malmaninga, the Malmaninga Cup. Burleigh get the win. So, let's change up. Looks a bit better, eh? Got to support the cause. All right, let's go. Up the Bears. Boys got the win. Off to the grand final at KO Stadium against the Dolphins. Ah, beautiful. 36-14, I think the score was. What a win, what a win. Grand final incoming for the young fella, second one. He played in the grand final last year too, got brought up and goes again. So good work, good work. Burleigh Bears. So last little mission of the day is my son's got his formal and he's off at his mates getting ready. The wifey and the daughter are getting ready and stuff, so just finished his game and now we head to we've been invited to like one of the parents' house of one of his friends. So all the parents are going there. We don't really know anyone, but we'll go check it out. You know, we'll go and be part of the festivities. We'll go and have a look. I think they're going to have a few drinks and a bit of food there as well. They kind of clap them on. I think they all walk on this red carpet with their girlfriends and whatever, boyfriends. Wild scene. Parents go inside apparently and get some photos as well, so it's all new to me, this whole formal thing. When we had the ball in Whakatane, we just went. Like, we didn't have, our parents weren't involved, we just went. But this is all different. They've like hired venues, and the parents, apparently all the parents, because how do I say this, he goes to a private school because he's on scholarship at TSS, so it's a lot of private school environment type of parents, and it's kind of a lot different from what we used to. So apparently we go to this house, socialize with the parents and the kids. We go to the venue, they turn up with their vehicles, come and book, and then from there all the parents go to like the Sheraton and hang there for a couple of hours. So yeah, it's all a little bit new to us. Hey, book.
Yeah.
But we'll go along and check it out and see how we go. Honestly, this is absolutely wild scene. Like, holy. Hey, there he is. Yeah. Well, that concludes that. My goodness, what a day. Not a typical day with the whole formal, but you know, that sort of thing happens. So home now to have a drink, a sleep. Drink or sleep, to be continued maybe. Much love everyone, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Now I'm just checking, do whatever you want to, but yep, that's all from me for now. Much love everyone, catch up with you soon. Home again.